that the Sky pickup works. If you're going to build that Frostburn on Sky, there's the slow there as well as the mobility just built into Sky's kit. But let's stop talking about Sky because they have the Lance pickup. They managed to get that one. Although Impunity managed to pick up the Lyra, the Lance is in the hands of Arsons, and hopefully it's going to be put to great use by the Roma there on that team being being Doubtfire. That's what the Doubtfire was leading up to. But yeah, and then you've got Ringo there with the Achilles shot slowdown. So I think they do have a decent bit of CC there on their team and hopefully can secure some kills. But I know that you are going up against the Lyra, and that heal is just really such a negator of damage and such a lifesaver there that I think it's mostly going to be focused around the Scarf for the side of Impunity, keeping him alive. And then Kestro's just kind of going to dance around the side and do what they can. But we'll have to see how this one plays out as the players load onto the fold now. And this match is now underway.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite. If I have to put my money on the team comms that I'm looking on right now, I'm not too sure as well, because at the end of the day, both the team comms has got their own pros and cons. Problem is that it really just lies in the skill tier and the skill difference in between both of these teams. I mean, I'm not saying that any of these teams are like the weaker team, but then honestly, if you think about this, so then the side of Impunity is actually going in for a very early invade right now, and they actually managed to take the center Trian.
Yeah, playing that one aggressively, and it's good use of that Lyra early game as well. Do that, making use of the Imperial Sigil is on quite a long cooldown at this point in time, and you see Def Q now in a bit of a position as Corvus using it on themselves, but they're just going to hold their ground and able to pick up the first blood onto Sky. It's now turned into a 3v2 situation, and with that slow on Cordoba with the Artisan's technique for the passive, they're easily going to pick up a double kill, not quite the ace, but they may as well have done it because Sky only returning to their jungle now, and they played that one quite well. And your prediction of having Scarf in the jungle might be true as we see Def Q rotating up to this lane now, and Kirchhoff is kind of still sticking around in the jungle. So your reasoning for that is that Scarf can get the levels quicker, correct?
Yes. And one more thing actually, if I'm not wrong, I'm told that we have another caster joining us for the second game. So I mean, you can do the honors, and just introduce this new caster.
I guess it would be you, lecturer, casting alongside of Milkski, and it completely slipped me. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm just gonna leave and cry in a corner somewhere where I belong. So if Milkski's around,
about it.
Hello, guys. You forgot about me.
Welcome to the Halcyon Fold.
I don't know, I just been casting too much with Dennis. You can't blame me. Oh well, I hope you guys enjoyed this match and look forward to a great match. See you guys after
Thank
the
you.
match.
Yep, so hi Milski, like how are you doing?
Hi Luxuria, yeah, I'm fine. I'm really excited for this match just because we have Impunity versus Artisan.
Hey, and I heard you actually casted for the VG8 Lives, yeah?
Yeah, I've witnessed VG8. It was like a dream come true for me.
I mean, if I have the chance, I want to be at Manila as well with you, casting alongside you. But anyways, back to this game. Yeah. Looking at both of these team comms, and I'm sure you followed us through draft as well.
Yeah.
What do you actually think, or rather, who would you put your money on?
Well, for this draft, I'm going for Impunity because, I mean, Artisan has a Lance pickup, right? And Lance has to land that crucial impales for them to be able to disable Team Impunity. But, with the range damage, they abuse it. But hold that thought, they're going in for quarter block, and there is a Glimmer Shot going in for Roasty Me Toasty. Now, they back away from... they actually get Lance! Kettle actually gets Lance. I mean, that's what I've been talking about. If you abuse the damage of the Scarf and the Glimmer Shot from Kestrel, you'll just totally peel them off.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, looking at the team comp coming out from the side of Impunity, we are seeing a team comp that's, just just poke focus. I mean, we have Castro with Glimmer Shots, and we have Scar with his Spitfire, and you can just zone out enemies if they come too close. And even Delphire, if you actually try to be if you actually try to frontline the damage coming out from the side of Impunity, you'll be taken down in no time. So yes, I have to agree with you, but then again, as with all casters, you pick one team, I pick the other. So there you go. So I'll have to lean towards the side of Artisan, because there's one thing, I have got this secret liking for Artisan as well. I mean, they are the underdogs, quote unquote, because Impunity is a well-known team. Artisan is as well, but you know, I just want to see Artisan shine at this point in time. They have a rather decent draft. You know, I see what they're trying to get at. They have a really mobile Sky, and then they have a Delphire on this lance that can actually front line, and then Roasty meet Toasty on Ringo. That's one thing I don't understand, is the pickup on Ringo, other than say Gwen. I mean, Gwen is not the strongest pickup ever, but then even running a double CP comp and picking up a Celeste would probably do them more good.
Yeah, I think so too. But you know, we have to give it to Roasty Mitosi, because of Ringo is also very mobile and has great range, so he may be able to chase.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the chase potential from Ringo for coming out from Twirling Silver, his B ability is insane. But then, I mean, if you think about this, you wouldn't want to chase a team comp that's poke focused. If they are just going to poke you from afar, I don't think you have much chance to chase before you actually, fall into their heads. Like, you know, I don't know, and just start counting the numbers on your screen there. But then again, you do have your point. If they actually play passive and then turtle up and then farm, that's one thing as well. The more they farm, the stronger Impunity gets as well. And we cannot forget, and we cannot just deny the fact that mages are especially strong in later games. So if you're going to play the farming game, a fight might be happening right now.
Death from above. Curse us back away from this one, and they get Quadriver's pop. It goes the fountain from Quadriver, and now they're targeting Sky. Kurtzhoff doing the work with one more auto attack. Oh, Death Q actually gets it, and there is the one-shot one kill. Missed it by didn't get Delphire. Oh my god, that was so fast.
That was.
It happened so fast.
Yes, all these games, I mean, all the team fights we've seen so far, I mean, I've been saying that, they are the poke focus comp, and poke focus would generally just be, chill and just be poking. Yeah, but then, Quatrevoix, we saw him surviving so long a team fight. Quatrevoix was caught out, and yet could survive through all of that and then actually be of utility for his team. Like I said, Rosie Mitosi, the Ringo pickup. Ringo needs a lot of items to work really, really well. And even then, your poke, with it out poke that of coming out from the Scarf, or even that of Castro. I mean, with the recent buff on Castro is just standing in a very good position right now, especially in this poke comp. And I mean, granted, all three from the side of Impunity is really, really weak. And when I say weak, I mean squishy. You can take down Lyra easy, you can take down Castro easy, you can take down Scarf easy. Problem is actually getting to them. Yeah, getting through all of that. And the only player that can actually get through all of that and into the back lines would be Deity Stars. But then we cannot forget the fact that there's Bright Bulwark on Lyra that can actually stop any engage and any engage coming out from the side of Artisan. So, okay, so they just picked up a gold mine. Looking at the gold difference right now, Impunity just sitting at a comfortable 4K, 4,500 more compared to the side of Artisan. I don't know, what do you think Artisan should change about to actually have this game?
Well, I don't know. They have to dive all in, but it's really, for me, it's really, really hard to get to that Scarf and Kestrel because of the range. So Lance has to dive and get the Impale, and DT Stars has to follow up with the Death from Above to be able to get that stun. But it can easily be countered with a Crucible, and there goes the Fanning Flames, and DT Stars is targeting Quatrevoix. Delphire is left behind now. Team Impunity, all three of them is chasing Lance, but no, they back away. Quatrevoix, where are you? You're I don't know what happened, but Delphire just got scattered away from the team.
Yeah,
it was chaotic.
It was. I have to agree with you. It was chaotic, and things are happening really, really fast. I mean, the damage coming out from the side of Impunity is just insane. It's. I mean, if you're gonna put me in your position doing the play-by-play, I would just go like, there are damages coming out from Impunity, and things are dying, right? And things are dying, and we are looking at Impunity right now going up against Artisan. Both of these teams are great teams. Both of these teams play well, and that's why they are here. They are one of the big 8 teams in Southeast Asia. So, but I think it just went down to the drafting side. It just went down to drafting and how Impunity is just won on draft because of the immense poke that's coming up from the side of them. There is no way for the side of Artisan to actually advance forward. Even Delphi gets taken to 1/4 health by the time Delphi can do anything.
Oh, last impaled to Def Q though, and there is a glimmer shot. Rosamitosi gets 1/4 of the life, and they're trying to get into this turret. Now, what do you think about the double Sorrow Blade coming from Def Q?
Well, I mean, double Sorrow Blade. I mean, you don't have to quite ask me. Just ask the damage that Def Q is outputting. Yeah, I mean, just one glimmer shot, and Rosamitosi is at half health. Yeah, Delphi is at 3/4 health. So just imagine the amount of damage, and then even if Delphi successfully land a root, land an impale on Def Q can still fire out those glimmer shots and then take him down. I mean, we saw just now Delphi landed perfect impale on that of Def Q, and yet Def Q could still take down the tower, and then nothing could just back him off at all. And even if Def Q is taken low, he can just mist and run away. And then Quattro and Kirchhoff can just put out the damage that's needed to end the entirety of Artisan. So honestly, like I said earlier on, because you lean towards Impunity, I have to go for Artisan, but then it's just looking rather bad for the side of Artisan.
Yeah. So what do you think Artisan should do to be able to get to the late game?
I mean, honestly, if we look at the levels, just looking at the levels right now, 30 stars on the side of Artisan is the only one that's at level 10, but Def Q and Kirchhoff are at level 10, and then we have Quarter 4, same level as that of Rosamitosi. What they need to do right now is just catching one person out. Just land a good impale, land a good Githin wall that could stun one person out. Oh, Rosamitosi is getting taken down.
The Delphi doesn't land a crucial impale there, and that costed them the team push. Now the Team Impunity is just going to get their farm and further increasing the goal difference now.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at the goal difference alone, it is Impunity is up on 8,000 against that of Artisan. I'm not sure like what they must do to win. Just a crucial impale and a really good Githin wall just on one player, so then they can actually take out one player, isolate them, and then just remove them from the entirety of the team fight. But even then, if you take out Kirchhoff, you have Def Q to look out for. If you take out Def Q, then you have Kirchhoff with the AoE spells to look out for as well.
And Rose, oh, there goes the engage, and Sky is positioned. There goes the death from above. Lands a Gideon wall, so all three of them gets blocked, and there is a Fountain of Renewal. Delphi is going down here. Rose Mitosi next. Now it's DD Stars versus all three of Impunity, and DD Stars is doing his best to lead them away to the base. And I think DD Stars is about to die here. What can you say about this?
What can I say about this? I mean, it's a good game. It's good game, and both teams played well. Please end the game right now because you guys have the damage too. So I mean, just look at the amount of damage coming out from this last
104 critical strike. Oh my god! Just that's basically like 3 shots to Ringo.
That is 3 shots to Ringo. I mean, we saw just now, it just took 2 glimmer shots on Ringo to just eliminate Ringo on the side of just eliminate Ringo from the fight itself. So it's quite impressive coming out. It's quite impressive showing Impunity coming into the semi-finals and just just owning and just rampaging through this game. It's almost like a stampede. They're now going for the gold miner, trying to extend the goal difference, and it's 189 gold each. Yeah. But then just look at the goal difference, it's more than 10,000 leading for Impunity. So, you know,
They can actually close this game now, even before Kraken comes up.
They can actually. I mean, they can just follow the Arcane passage through the wall and just target the crystal. They might, by doing that, they might actually not.
Oh, the Impale actually lands on Scarf, but Lance is dying now. There goes the death from above. Quarterboard chasing them, and there goes the Fanning Flames. Scarf actually gets stunned, and it's a 2v1 between Lance and Scarf. And Scarf dies, and there is the arcane passage. Nephew chases that one shot, one kill. Lance to Rosie, Mitosi. Oh my god! And it is an ace.
This is an ace and a.
They were able to get in.
GG.
Yeah, they were able to get into the Scarf, but you know, Defq was left there, free shot. You know, oh my god.
Yeah, like I said earlier on, if they take out any one of them, then the other one can actually run rampage anyway. So, you know, I think it's just GG to the side of Impunity. They won at draft. I mean, honestly, you win the game at draft as well. I mean, it's 70% of the game, or rather 50% of the game is at draft, and then afterwards how you play. So, you know, GG to both teams. Both teams played really, really well. So, you know, Milski, I mean, you did incredibly well as well. Yeah, you did incredibly well. But for now, I'll actually need I request a duo to come back to actually do an analysis with me.
All right.
Impunity, just looking at the draft alone. Yeah. Okay. So I mean, go on.
Okay. Well, what could be here is that Artisan could have picked like an Arden or probably a Catherine. It will be better for them for the chase because Finn is so slow and it's really hard to land that quibble, especially with a Black Feather. Like if Black Feather went for like a breaking point, Finn would just Black Feather would just stack up to Finn.
Yeah, definitely. But I mean, I understand where that team comes coming from. As long as they fight within Finn, like around Finn, then they would do actually very, very well. Talking about playing on 2.5 servers, I'm actually quite surprised to not see any Grumjaw coming up. But you know, that besides the point.
Yeah, Grumjaw has been picked off ban.
Yeah, like he's such a reliable a flex pick. So I'm quite surprised to not see any Grumjaw coming out, especially in that Baron game we saw earlier on. But you know, that's that. So you know, back to this game. As long as they fight around Finn, I think they might actually still have a chance because of how you can get fortified health from Finn, and then you can get more fortified health as a fortress if you use the ultimate when within halfway through the engage itself, and not to start or initiate the fight.
Yeah, but you really have to press it with Fortress up until you hit like level 6. You need to go into a Scarf, but I think it will be hard for them to go into Scarf because Black Feather will be disrupting the team fight.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Black Feather, like said, with Quarter 4, just healing and just helping Black Feather sustain, it's quite difficult to take down this Black Feather, especially when Black Feather is holding the forefront, so that the Scarf, Kerchak's Scarf can actually just poke from the back. So, you know, I'm actually quite excited to see
Sorry, hold up. We actually see Engage in the jungle and Kerchak just killed DD Stars in their jungle. Sorry.
I'm so sorry, I actually missed all of that. Yeah, okay, so first blood going on to the side of Impunity. And then, you know, Fortress is just such a iffy hero. It's such a niche pick. I'm not even sure.
You're not a fan of the doggy?
I mean, I like the doggy a lot. But he's such a niche pick. He's not as broken or OP like he was several patch ago. He's just now. He works well in certain team comps. Okay, a fight is coming up. Deity Stars is taken really low.
Kerchak is coming up there. Delphi is just tanking Scarf's damage. You know, Delphi is just feeling health, and there goes it. That was a 2v3 fight for as long. I think Team Impunity held it off very well, and now Black Feather picks up a kill to Fortress again. Now this is what I don't know about this, but I don't think that Fortress was a good pick here.
No,
what
definitely not. I agree with you. Fortress is not exactly the best pick coming out from the side of Artisan, I think Grumjaw will be a better pick as compared to Fortress. I mean, they kind of do the same thing as well, but just Grumjaw is just Fortress 2.0 without Call of the Pack as of course. But I mean, you know, Fortress into this, Fortress is just so quick.
DefQ is dying. They managed to take out DefQ.
No, they did not. It's because of Imperial Sigil, and that is why Lara is such a valuable pick.
Nice save from Cordova. Yeah, look at the damage coming in, and the Scarf is just basically spitting fire from behind.
Yeah, I mean, spitting fire from behind, indeed. Pardon me.
Yeah, I mean, this is really difficult. This is going to be difficult for Artisan because, you know, you expect the Fortress to go in to that Scarf, but Cordova has really good positioning also with the timing of his Imperial Sigil, so Scarf is alive most of the time. I'm also expecting to see like an Eve Harvest for Kerchops.
Yeah, but I mean, even if Fortress do actually go into Scarf, we saw what Kerchops can actually do. I mean, damage-wise onto Daisy Stars. I mean, the burst damage is coming out from Scarf plus the group is just insane. Oh, a fight is coming out in lane.
Meanwhile, in the lane, and they go in, and Scarf is just throwing fire everywhere. DefQ is getting a low, and there is Imperial Sigil just sustaining DefQ, and Kerchops just doing the work there to Finn. And Finn is not tanky enough for this. No,
and the sustain that's coming out from the side of Impunity is just insane. I mean, Lyra is such a valuable pickup.
The Spitfire go! Oh my god, learned so perfectly.
Yeah, I mean,
he's dead here.
Quarter four on this Lyra is just insane. I mean, he's such a valuable pick in coming into the you know this team fight. I mean, just look at the healing that he provided Kerchops with. Kerchops was at half health after bursting Imperial Sigil, activating Imperial Sigil a second time. Kerchops just go back to full health, and it's just a sustain coming out from this Lyra. I mean, even if you as Vox has got like your poison shift, you can inflict tons of mortal wound, and then you have your doggy over there, Fortress, inflict mortal wound as well. But then you have to understand that, you know, why want to try to counter one hero when you can actually just ban that hero out? But you know what's done. So you know, it's really up to them to see how they actually play against the team comp that's coming out from the side of Impunity at this point in time.
But now we are seeing significant lane pressure coming in from Impunity, and it's currently a 4-0 with about around 5k gold difference. Will they be able to know if there is engaged the Quibble? Oh my god, DefQ is just going to go into Rosie Mitosi and backs away. But you know, this is like super one-sided game for me.
So, I mean, yeah, I would not say that this game is a super one-sided per se, but I mean, looking at Artisan, they are holding their grounds pretty well. I mean, the side of Impunity is just preparing and constantly be on a siege. But then, Artisan can just hold their grounds really well, and you know, it's quite impressive actually.
Okay, but you know, because I really think DefQ picked the Black Feather correct, because you know, when it's already in the 7 minutes and it's nearing like mid-game, so there goes actually the wait for it, and Rosie Mitosi is dying. DefQ goes into Rosie Mitosi, able to delete Rosie Mitosi. There is the sigil from Cordova. I think that sigil was not necessary. I mean, the passage was not necessary.
It wasn't, but I mean, to run from the wolves, you would do anything anyway, so...
Run from the wolves!
Yes! So I think that was what, like, Cordova probably went like, we need to run from the wolves now, I'm gonna use my Arctic passage.
Run from the wolves! Oh, there is a fight in the gold mine here. Now, they weren't able to steal that one. Oh, and Doubtfire is
really low.
Oh my god. See, that's what I'm saying, because DefQ can be quite tanky, and we'll just be able to go into Rosie Mitosi, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
what do you think?
I mean, DefQ is building kind of a glass cannon-ish. I mean, just looking at his build, it's mostly red with one tier 1 defense. But I mean, as a Black Feather, you have your escape abilities. defense.
Yeah.
And you're not quite afraid of going in as well. I mean, if you go in, you know you have what it takes, right? Your ulti, you can just run out from there. I mean, just look at Doubtfire, just taken down to like 2/3 health. You know, just from the Spitfire from Kershaw. So, you know, Doubtfire just do not have what it takes to be in the forefront, and then they need just to out-damage them before actually going in for a fight. But yet, you know, in order to out-damage them before going into a fight, they need to be able to poke. But then their team comp just do not allow that to happen. I mean, just looking at Kerchaw's positioning so well. She's just shooting Spitfires from the back and just lowering their health before any engage.
Oh! Force Accord actually gets blocked by the Crucible. Divine blocking coming in from Quarterval. You know, one of my idols here in Vainglory is actually Quarterval, and enemy save me.
Oh, really? I mean, but I'm not surprised. They are really, really good players as well. I mean, if you have a secret crush on them, I totally understand.
I know, but you know, they play really good. They play really good. One of the best, I think, for Rome because I play Rome. Yeah, and there goes. They actually went into Finn now. Rosie is gonna die here. Def Q targeting meaty stars. There goes the poke from Def Q. Oh, Def Q is unafraid to go in, even if there's 2 turrets.
Not afraid indeed. I mean, like how you said just now, you said I don't, like as if you actually do have a secret crush, but I'll leave that later. That was quite an impressive play coming out from Impunity. I'm just trying to raise my voice to cover up what I just said because I don't think it's appropriate for stream anyways. So, but anyways, that was quite an impressive play coming out from the side of Impunity. I mean, Deity Stars actually used the Wolves as not an engage, but then Impunity saw the chance, that opportunity that opened up for them when they actually blocked the Force Accord coming out from Finn, and then they initiated a re-engage, and then there was nothing at all that, you know, the side of Artisan could do. I mean, just look at DevQ. DevQ could dive 2 turrets just to get to Deity Stars, and yet can come out
with
alive.
the help of the minion candy.
Yes, exactly. I mean, with the help of the minion candies, that's definitely true. I mean, DevQ has got 2 minion just still holding on to 2 minion candies. So, you know, look at this game. Just looking at the goal difference. Yeah, they are sitting at 7k goal difference.
7K.
You know, in favor of Impunity. So, you know, honestly, it's I don't want to say that for both of these 2 games they lost at draft. But it's quite evident they actually lost the draft. You know, just allowing that Lyra through. I mean, for the first game, granted, you have the first ban. You do not want to. You don't want to.
There actually is a fight here, and Force Accord just misses. There goes the wave for it. Doesn't hit anything. That is sad.
That is bad indeed, and they are going on for a re-engage on Deity Stars. Deity Stars staying really low.
Fanning Flames on Scarf. There is the fire from the dragon. It just got erased.
Oh my gosh, what kind of accent was that? The dragon, but I kind of like it anyways. They are going to push for the next turret right now. I'm not surprised if they actually go for a gold mine after this turret. And they are playing really objective based for every kill or every ace they get. For every team fight, they come out on top. They just score objectives after objectives. I mean, just pulling the gold lead close to the 10,000. So, you know, I'm not sure what Artisan can do at this point in time to come back from this team fight. But then, you know, Impunity is really showing their reign at this point in time.
Yeah, it's actually so much of a deja vu, just like before. It's like it's 0-10.
Yeah, 0-10, quite a deja vu indeed. You know, I can actually see them closing out this game with a perfect KDA, with no dash, just clean cut. Then again, you know, there's one thing though. Unlike the previous game, the team comp that's coming up from them now is that they have to actually be in the forefront and they have to fight. They can just poke to win like they did on the previous game, and I think that is why they're playing a little more strategically now and not just making mistakes that, you know, that Artisan can possibly capitalize on. But then capitalization aside, they are preparing a siege into the mid tower.
The question is, will they be able to stop the poke here coming from Kirchhoff and DevQ? Oh, and there goes a Force Accord. Misses. Wait for it. Also misses. They're trying to take out the Crystal Sentry now, and it's really an objective game for Team Impunity here.
Definitely, I mean, Crystal Sentry has been eliminated, and then now the jungle just belongs to Impunity. So, you know, losing lane is one thing, but losing the entirety of the jungle, how are you going to come back from that?
You don't get enough farm in both lane and jungle. How are you gonna build up items?
Exactly. So, you know, turtling up is not quite an option for the side of Artisan right now. But even if they actually do try to engage, it would end quite terribly for them. I mean, just look at DevQ. The moment they try to engage, DevQ responds with a re-engage, and then they just run away. Yeah, there is really nothing much Artisan can do at this point in time, and I think. You know, the side of Impunity should just put on a lot of pressure, calculated risk and pressure, of course, and then just push down the turret that's holding in the base, and then just score and just win the fight. I mean, honestly, they have the damage, they have what it takes to do it anyways.
Depke is really good with the cha-cha here, just poking around. Have you seen Depke doing the cha-cha there in the bush? Oh, there goes the way for N, engaged. Force Accord gets blocked again. Now Quadrabot went in the brain, and there goes the Quibble. Quadrabot is going to die here. But no, Depke goes in to Vox. Vox dies, and Quadrabot just in the right positioning there. They're able to take down Fortress 2 and Rosie Mitosi. They're battling with, I think Quadrabot is AFK.
No, Quadrabot is just camping, not AFK. There is no way Quadrabot is going to be AFK.
Oh my god, he wasn't waiting at the right moment to support Black Feather, that's you.
He was, and just now early on in that fight, I actually thought that Kerchhoff was going to go down to that Roasty Mitosti, but then no, they did not, and Kerchhoff actually survived through all of the damage that's coming up from Roasty Mitosti. And Quadrabot was just a really smart, intelligent player coming out from Quadrabot, just staying in the brush and just camping. For Roasty Mitosti, she just slipped past him. But anyways, they are going for the Kraken right now, hoping to end this game with the Kraken.
Yeah.
Oh god, this is such an... I mean, early on it doesn't seem like quite a one-sided game because, you know, the side of Artisan is just pulling their weight and then just holding their ground. But then, so now, just now looking into the late game, they are sitting at an 11,000 gold.
11. What did you say with Arqua's Duel? It's a point of no return.
Yes, the point of no return, the PONR. So there you go. I mean, it's really quite difficult, but I mean, this is Vainglory after all. Comebacks are a real thing. But then just looking at technical skills different between these two teams, I'm not sure.
When DD Stars will just dive in, but you know, DD Stars will get bursted easily by Scarf and DevQ.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, with this Kraken, they are definitely looking to end this game.
Yeah, there goes the way for it. It was like a waste of way for it. I mean, the attempt to neutralize, but you know, it was too far from them. Now, Impunity is just poking around the turret and the Kraken. I think once the turret goes down here, they're looking for an engage here.
They will be, and they must actually look for this engage. If not, this Kraken will be going down really soon and really fast.
There goes into the Force Accord, divine blocking again from Quadrabot. Oh my god, impressive. I play Rome, I cannot do that fast.
I mean, Quadrabot have been blocking all of the Force Accord coming out from Delphire, and that is the reason why. And that is the reason why Finn is just not picked out at games of this level, because it is just so easy to block a Force Accord out. So, you know, I'm not too sure. I mean, just looking at Quadrabot, Quadrabot is not going full tank as well. There is no Fountain of Renewal on the side of Quadrabot. It's just what he has now is just a Crucible, Atlas Pauldron, War Threats. Did I get that wrong? And a Frostburn and a Clockwork, and that is all that Quadrabot need to provide enough damage. And even on top of the damage and that slow coming out from the Frostburn, if Quadrabot actually do cast Imperial Sigil on the full team, so then, you know, DevQ and Kerchhoff can easily re-engage if they need to. You know, to now, you know, even if Rosie Mitosti and Deity Stars is gonna sit back and then farm up, there is really nothing much that they can do.
Engage and the Bright Sigil do that. They also wait for it, and the Force Accord gets blocked again perfectly, and there is this movement speed buff. They're trying to back away from this one, and they are positioning themselves again. They're going in now. Def Q chasing Finn, goes in. Oh! Look at the Panic Flame from Scarf. Oh, the Dragon Breath is OP, and now Finn is going down. They can actually end the game here, and what can you say?
What can I say? There is nothing much I can say, but GG to both teams, and I mean, super well played to the side of Impunity, ending this game in 18 minutes, and just a clean game, perfect game on the side of Impunity. GG to both teams played really well, but Impunity on top of it. So, you know, Milski, thank